strategy has driven a remarkable 40% growth this quarter alone.
When the business collapsed and the money stopped coming in, I felt like my world had ended. Everything I worked so hard for disappeared right in front of me. I was scared. I was tired. And for the first time in a long while, I wondered if I had failed. But deep down, I knew one thing: I couldn't stay where I was. I sold most of my belongings. The things I once held onto for comfort, I let go of for survival. With a small bag and a heart full of uncertainty, I moved to the city. I didn't have a clear plan, but I had hope, and sometimes, hope is enough to start again. The city humbled me. No one knew my story. No one cared about my past struggles. I had to prove myself from zero. Some days were lonely. Some nights, I cried myself to sleep. But every morning, I reminded myself why I started. I built my company from nothing and named it Aura Chic Event Planner. There was no investor behind me. No shortcuts. Just me, my vision, and relentless hard work. I worked back to back, going from office to office, meeting clients who barely looked at me twice. I heard no more times than I can count. Still, I didn't give up. I learned. I improved. I sharpened my skills. I showed up even when I was exhausted. Month after month, I worked tirelessly, sometimes hungry, sometimes discouraged, but always believing that my breakthrough was close. And then, it happened. I secured a multi-million contract. That moment changed my life. Not just because of the money, but because it proved to me that I was capable. That my struggle wasn't in vain. That I was stronger than every setback I faced. The first place I went after my success was home. I returned to my village to see my parents. I placed enough money in their hands to make sure they would never experience poverty again. Watching their tears fall was the most rewarding moment of my life. In that moment, every sacrifice made sense. Today, I stand independent. I stand successful. I stand fulfilled. I am no longer just surviving, I am living. I built my life with my own hands, my own strength, and my own faith. My story is proof that even when everything falls apart, you can still rise, if you choose yourself.